Unit 32, Instructing Physical Activity, Assignment 1 by Jodi Hall. Components of fitness. Strength. The quality or state of being physically strong. The capacity of an object or substance to withstand great force or pressure. Everyone is different as has different skills or strengths. Aerobic endurance. Relating to, denoting exercise taken to improve the efficiency of the body's cardiovascular system in absorbing and transporting oxygen. Muscular endurance. The ability of a muscle or group of muscles to sustain repeated contractions against a resistance for an extended period of time. It is one of the components of muscular fitness along with muscular strength and power. Flexibility or limberness refers to the range of movement in a joint or series of joints and length in muscles that cross the joints to induce a bending movement or motion. Flexibility varies between individuals, particularly in terms of differences in muscle length of multi-joint muscles. Body composition. In physical fitness, body composition is used to describe the percentages of fat, bone, water, and muscle in human bodies. Because muscular tissue takes up less space in our body than fat tissue, our body composition as well as our weight determines leanness. Physiological changes to the body during exercise. Hypertrophy. Muscle hypertrophy involves an increase in size of skeletal muscle through a growth in size of its component cells. Two factors contribute to hypertrophy. Sarcoplasm hypertrophy, which forces more of increased muscle glycogen storage, and myofibrillar hypertrophy, which forces more on increased myofibrillar size. Increased muscle tone. In sociology, medicine, and anatomy, muscle tone is the continuous and passive particle contraction of the muscles, or the muscle's resistance to passive strength during resting state. It helps maintain posture and deadlines during REM sleep. Decreased muscle tone is a state of low muscle tone, the amount of tension or resistance to stretch in a muscle, often involving reduced muscle strength. Increased stroke volume. Prolonged aerobic exercise training may also increase stroke volume, which frequently results in a lower resting heart rate. Reduced heart rate prolongs ventricular diastolic volume and ultimately allowing more blood to be ejected. FIT. The FIT principle or formula is a great way to maintaining your exercise program. The acronym FIT outlines the key components of an effective exercise program, and the initials FITT FIT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. The PARQ, or Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire, is a single self-screening tool that can and should be used by anyone who is planning to start an exercise program and make it stick. It can also help a trainer design an ideal exercise prescription for a client based upon these results. Risk assessment. This is a term used to describe the overall process or method where you identify hazards and risk factors that have the potential to cause harm. Determine appropriate ways to eliminate the hazard or control the risk when the hazard cannot be eliminated. For example, risk control. How to minimize injury. Fill out a medical questionnaire and lifestyle form using your name, first, middle, and last, your email address, your sex, either male or female, date of birth, month, day and year, height in inches, weight in pounds, contact number, marital status, either single, married, divorced, legally separated or widowed, address, street address, city, state, postal or zip code and county, emergency contact, first and last name and the relationship, partner, mother, father, sister, brother or other, and taking any medication, state yes or no and list what. Fill out an informed consent form. I, the undersigned, confirmed that and tick boxes as appropriate. I have read and understood the information about the project as provided in the information sheet dated. I have been given the opportunity to ask questions about the project and my participation. I voluntarily agree to participate in the project. I understand I can withdraw at any time without giving reasons and that I will not be penalised for withdrawing, nor will I be questioned on why I have withdrawn. The procedures regarding confidentiality have been clear to me, e.g. use of names, anonymisation of data, etc. If applicable, separation terms of consent of interviews, audio, video or other forms of data collection have been explained and provided to me. The use of data in research, publications, sharing and achieving has been explained to me. I understand that other researchers will have access to this data only if they agree to preserve and the confidentiality of the data, and if they agree to the terms I have specified in this form. Select only one of the following. I would like my name used and understand what I have said and written as part of this study will be used in reports, publications and other research occupants so that anything I have contributed to this project can be recognised. I do not want this name used in this project. I, along with the researchers, agree to sign data for this informed consent form. Participant name, participant signature, date, researcher name, researcher signature, date. What to cover? Check the training environment, no loose equipment, do a risk assessment and double check everything is safe. Ensure the trainer is appropriately qualified, got proper education and not someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Check the client before doing every session, no injuries, dressed appropriately, etc. Conduct a full warm-up and cool-down. The Code of Ethics is founded on honesty, veracity, confidentiality, justice, respect and autonomy. Contraindication is a specific situation on which a drug, procedure, surgery should not be used because it may be harmful to the other person. There are two types of contraindications. Relative contraindications means that caution should be used together. If the client presents you with a contraindication, it is important you send them home and tell them to get it sorted. A warm-up gradually revs up your cardiovascular system by raising your body temperature and increases body flow to your muscles. Warming up may also help reduce muscles soreness and loosen your risk of injury. Cooling down after a workout allows for a gradual recovery of pre-exercise heart rate and blood pressure. This saves your Joint mobility is defined as the degree to which an articulation, where two bones meet, is allowed to move before being restricted by surrounding tissues, ligaments, tendons, muscles, etc., otherwise known as the range of uninhibited movement around a joint. For example, a lunge with a twist is a dynamic stretching exercise that engages your hips and legs and core muscles. Whether you are doing weighted lunges in the gym or lunging for a football, the muscles involved have already been engaged during your warm-up.